Hi everyone, I'm Mary Rose with Home and Haven. Thanks for joining me today. I've been listening to a conference live stream this morning and taking lots of notes and learning lots of things. But one quote totally stood out for me this morning, and just to make sure I don't get it wrong, let me read it verbatim. Awareness without action creates nothing. And that was by Garrett McGrath. I love the quote when I heard it, when he said it, and as I was walking with Sammy, just a whole lot of thoughts started coming into my head. When I walk with Sammy, I usually don't, I have my phone with me, I don't listen to anything. I just kind of use it as a walking meditation. Just see what comes up. Sometimes nothing. Sometimes I just see, the clouds and the squirrels and have a lovely walk. But as I was just walking, I came to realize a few things. So when I decided to take Sammy for a walk today, I honestly didn't think that much about it. The weather here today is kind of gray and gloomy, and it's been, a little chilly inside the house. But I said, no, I have X amount of time, and I just need to get out there and do this. So I didn't think about the weather. I just put on my sneakers and said to Sammy, let's go, hooked her up, and we were off. What I noticed was when I checked the weather as we were walking before we got to the driveway, that it was only in the low 50s, maybe 56 degrees. For those of you who know me well, I don't really like cold weather, and since I live in Florida, that qualifies as cold weather. So on most days, I would have looked at the weather and said, oh gosh, it's just too cold to go out there and do this. But today I just didn't think about it. Grabbed my stuff and off we went. I didn't have to convince myself, although I know that whenever I go out and walk, I sometimes have really great thoughts. Sometimes I solve some problems. I always feel better when I come back from a walk. And the interesting thing was, as we started out, I was cold. It was chilly, and it wasn't comfortable. It's not, the 70 degrees that I really like to get out there and walk in. But the more I walked, the warmer I got. The blood started flowing, and I started to feel better when you picked up speed and we got going. And I realized that pretty much applies to everything. And that's where the quote comes in. Because we can gather all kinds of information. We can have all reasons for doing it. We can have every intellectual and knowledgeable thought about things. But if we don't put it into action, nothing happens. So it was a really good walk. And I wanted to encourage you, if there's something that you want to do, just step out and do it. Give it a shot. You'll probably feel better, at least when it's done, even if it didn't go the way you wanted, because you got out there and you tried it. And you know what? You learn from the experience and you move on. One of the neat things about getting out there and walking is that I know that I'm getting enough steps to probably, hopefully beat at least a few of my family members in our weekly step competition. So that was a benefit. And the other thing is that it propelled me to do more things, because when we come in from a walk, I just automatically go over and I clean out the filter in the pool. And then, hi Anthony, my husband is on. Nice to see you, Aunt. So yeah, Anthony, you'll be happy to know I cleaned out the filter basket, and the vacuum is running in the pool, so a bunch of other things have gotten done along with my walking and hopefully beating Anthony in a few steps today. So I love that quote. Get out there, take your information, but do something with it. Make it happen. And if you ever need a few ideas on fun stuff to do, I try to do stuff all the time that pushes me out of my comfort zone. And some of them are a lot of fun and some of them are scary. But I'm usually glad that I did them. So thank you again for joining me today. I hope that this helped. If it did, feel free to comment below. You can go ahead and share it with your friends or tag somebody who might need a little bit of encouragement. And if you'd like to message me, I'd love to chat with you. Have a beautiful day.